we are going to be like calling it a day, but we need to keep the interest alive, and I'm going to be talking about something much more than cybersecurity, giving you a view of 10,000 feet, Internet of Things, security part of it, right? As you're all aware, Internet, when it came, it was the first wave where we saw everything happening. IoT is the second wave of technology which we are seeing in our generation, and it's going to be huge. You see smart meters, you see smart grids. Just think of a situation where you have the complete city which is smart, and it's being hacked, and your complete city goes in dark. What happens? Your all IoT devices are hacked. Okay, so that's a kind of complicacy which we are going to be talking. I'm not going to be talking on the IoT, but I'm going to be talking on the complications of IoT, right? Other point which I want to bring in, are we aware of one of the attacks which happened last year, which was Mariah Attack, which happened somewhere in the month of October, which was a DDoS, one of the major DDoS attacks on your cameras, okay? And almost 1.5 million cameras were being hacked by the hackers, okay? So this threat surface has increased beyond the cybersecurity. In cybersecurity, we were talking from a point of, say, server to the endpoint, okay, and communicating, and we are trying to control the networks all along. In IoT, it's going to be a mesh. The machines are going to be talking to the machines. They're going to be talking to the servers. They're going to be something in cloud. Something is going to be edge computing. The complications of the IoT security is going to be multifold. The second aspect which I want to be touching about is the smart cities. As we're all aware, 100 smart cities which are going to come up in the country. There's a phenomenal amount of ICTization which is going to happen in, say, 2 to 3 years from now. Huge business potential from all perspective and all companies per se. So I'm going to be touching upon the security challenge in the smart cities because of the IoTs, because IoTs are the ones which are going to be the driving factor for smart cities, right? Okay, this is about me, already brought out. One thing which I want to tell that we are part of the ESA IoT Security Forum and working on the framework for the IoT security for the 5 segments of the smart homes, automobiles, smart the industry, and few more. So 5 segments we're going to be writing the white papers, we're going to come up with the policies which are going to be at the national level, and also working on a concept of an IoT cert, which is totally a new concept. We already heard the term of the certain, we are talking about cert-fin, but we are going to be talking about something different, that is the IoT cert. All right. So the evolution of Internet of Things, where we are going to be actually talking of machine to machine, right? It's been like I already given you a brief of journey of how we have gone from, say, 1990 onwards till the date. 2011 we have almost $6 billion were the number of users. Then everything is going to be machine to machine. All things are going to be monitored, they're going to be tracked, they're going to be analytics, everything is going to happen. And IoT will be the next thing which is going to be there. This is the kind of data which is going to be created. Just imagine the amount of data. Today we just talk of a normal data center and we talk of normal data, right? Some bit of data which is there, but the digital traffic is going to increase 3.3 times than what we are today, right? You're going to be having a different figure, varying from 26 billion to 50 billion devices. That means there are going to be 6 devices per person on this earth. If I take the average population of the earth to be 7 billion by 2020, it's going to be 50 billion devices. So there are going to be 6 devices. So it impinges on the security part. That means there are going to be 20% effort which is going to go in the security, because the challenges are huge. Like we've been talking since the morning, there's a huge problem of the cybersecurity, maybe networks, maybe endpoint, maybe a server, maybe data center, cloud, everywhere. Okay. The other thing which is going to be a problematic is the edge computing. We are going to be pushing everything onto the edges because of the kind of the networks which are going to be there, the data latency which is going to be there. We don't want to have that, so we're going to have edge computing. So 40% of your devices are going to be on the edge, right? So we are going to be talking of something called a cognitive technology or the cognitive intelligence. I think if all of you would have heard the Sophia robot, which was being released just 4 days back in UAE, Saudi Arabia. She's the first digital citizen of the world, Sophia. And that is all IoT with AI and machine learning. So all this disruptive technologies put together, that is what is actually going to be happening with the IoT. Similarly, we're going to have the advanced analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, which is going to be there. You're going to have a real-time data, okay? Because if you have a smart meter, you're going to have a smart, say for grid, it's all going to be real-time data. I cannot wait for the data to go from my device to the server, get processed, get analyzed, come back to me. I don't want to wait that much. So I'm going to be pushing the intelligence onto the edges. That means there's a huge amount of problem as regards the security is concerned, as regards the privacy of your data is concerned. Okay? So it would definitely require stronger cybersecurity in the IoT. Okay? Now, like I just brought out, IoT is going to change everything. Like, for example, an aircraft engine, you know, it's generating almost 1 terabyte of data in one flight of 2 hours. Your car, which has got almost 200 sensors on board, is creating 4 terabytes of data, right? Your medicines are going to be IoT based. Your traffic management is going to be IoT. Your earthquake detection is going to be IoT. Water quality, your fleet management, your supply chain management, your electronic payments, right? Keyless hotels, where you are going, it's all IoT based. Going to be, you know, everything is going to be based on the newer technology. Your adaptive shopping experiences we were talking during the day. So this is the landscape which we are actually creating because of the IoT, right? When we come to the smart cities, we talk of the smart logistics, smart lighting, which we all know there. I just brought out there 100 smart city projects. In the 100 smart city projects, the main verticals which are being, you know, coming up in the command and control is, say, for traffic management, your smart lighting, your water, your waste, your power grid, right? So these are the ones. So why I put plus that it's increasing, it's floating, you know, it's the way it's going, the limit is not known. So everything is going to be IoT because it's easy. But at the same time, the security is of a concern. When I give you a snapshot of when we have almost 20 billion devices, the amount of money which we spent in the companies on cybersecurity is quite minuscule. If you see, it was just 2% of your total turnover or the revenue of the company, whereas it has to go almost 7 to 15%. That's the kind of change the companies will have to do in when the IoT devices do come in. Looking in from the customer, IoT security services and their awareness and their wanting to go in for the cybersecurity part of the IoT. There was one study which was scheduled, the snapshot of the study, where they said, over a period of time, it's going to be required. And everybody is bothered about this particular security. I'm not going to be in the figures because of the time paucity, but these are the figures which are there. Just to give a brief overview of the smart city, what layers it is, to put all the members on the same grid. See, it's all sensors. Maybe it your CCTV cameras, your weather sensors, your environment sensors, your water sensors, all along the city, connecting people and sensors. This is the data which gets created from the sensors. And that data actually is going to the command and control center. It is being controlled. Right? Now, these are the verticals. These are applications of smart cities which are there. From the smart homes to healthcare to smart water to your environment pollution, all different verticals are going to be covered up by the IoT. It's going to take on in every bit and corner. Right? So, starting from your CCTV cameras to your camera monitoring, weather condition, tracking, your tickets for your challans, everything is going to be covered by IoT, right? You'll have to give me 2 minutes before we buzz, right? Otherwise, we'll lose the track fast. Okay, this is the kind of surface area which is going to be there. When we say we've been talking of reducing the surface area, but I'm talking other way around. This is the amount of surface area for attack for any hacker. Starting from your API, to your networks, to your softwares, to your malwares which are going to be there, or the firmwares which are going to be there, device memories can get into it, everything.